to your reading for October the 9th through October the 15th. This is a general reading. If you would like a personalized, more focused reading, you may find that information below in the description box. On YouTube it says show more, or if you're on your phone there's a little arrow to the top right. And it is important to get a personal reading, particularly if you have a dilemma. It's really important. If not with me, I'm not just saying that for me, but for anyone. You can ask anyone for a personal reading. Now, this is also a reminder that this is for your sun, moon and rising. So if you know your moon and rising, I'll have all the links below in the description box. Also, sometimes it takes me a day or two to get those up, but check back and they'll be there. Thank you for the love last week. I appreciate you all. I really do. You know, when anyone comments, I always respond. So I really appreciate your feedback and your comments. And if you would like this video, of course, if you do like it, give me a thumbs up and share if you feel inspired. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. So without further ado, let's go to the cards. Aries, the first card that came up for you is the Page of Coins. Darling, the coinage. You're getting paid. Well, the pages are news, so you could find news that you're going to get paid. Sometimes it's an insurance that's coming in, some kind form of payment. You're going to get notice that you're going to get it. It can be as small as finding money in. It's unexpected money, usually. That's what this means, right? So abundance is coming in, and it's all in how you perceive the abundance. This can also be help from a friend. Somebody could come in and really help you, and it's got a lot of value. The help has value. So it could even somebody listening to your woes, you know, a nice, you know, a friend who's just going to listen to you and hear your woes and give you advice, or somebody that's going to give you something of value, right? That's what this can be. Or news of money coming in, or finding money in your pocket or your bag unexpected. I did that once. I mean, years ago, when I first came to America, it was 34 years ago, I had this job as a bartender at the time, and I remember my rent was like, you know, it was $350 or something. I lived in Williamsburg at the time. It's very trendy now, it wasn't then. And you know, money was tight. And then one day I'm going through my jeans and I found 300 and something dollars. And I was like, how could I forget that I had that? How could I lose that? So it's that kind of thing. It's amazing, right? So now listen, we have the Death card. Don't freak out, guys. The Death card means rejuvenation. You know what's really interesting? Because Jupiter's moving into Scorpio on the 10th. And Scorpio is about death and rejuvenating and, you know, regenerating. And Jupiter's about bigger, better, more. And we're going to be kind of, look, Jupiter's in a sign for a whole year. So it's moving in on the 10th to Scorpio, and it's going to be there for the whole year. And it's about the bigger, deeper meaning. And it's about we as opposed to I. So we or us as opposed to I and me, right? And also Mercury and the Sun are squaring Pluto on the 9th. Now this is like deep, dark secrets coming up. This is a transformation, Aries. You are going to experience a deep cellular transformation. It's always internal when the Death card comes up. So it's almost like a rebirth. And what's really interesting, it's right next to the High Priestess, right? Which says to me, and you've got the moon here too, shedding a light on things, right? This is really, okay. Look. I've got the Five of Swords here. This is like knowing when you're defeated, right? Wait. Knowing when you're defeated. Know your limitations. You may have lost this battle, but accept it. Accept that you've lost. Cut your losses and move on. this month is about moving forward, right? Because no, there aren't any planets in retrograde. Everything is going forward. It's all about keeping it moving, going forward. And this is about rebirth, right? This is about accepting your limitations and knowing when to quit. You know, you don't have to fight the battle to the death, you know. It's like survive, because you can revisit this battle later on and hey, you might win it next time. But right now you can't. So it's about stop fighting, put the swords down, right? This is about change, internal change. And you've got it next to the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess, she's got all this magical knowledge, right? And all this, she's got all the spells, darling. And she's got this deep fountain of knowledge, lake, I want to say a lake of knowledge. Look, she's got the owl in there, she's got the scroll, she's got the pomegranate. This is about truth, right? And it's about hidden truth sometimes. So she's not going to freely give that information away. However, if you meditate, you can tap into that knowledge. So this is about transforming. Aries, this is about moving in a different direction, right? And it's interesting, on the 11th, right, we have Mars squaring Saturn, which is kind of frustrating kind of energy, and it's your self-esteem can suffer, and that's so this card, right? Because this is frustrating. You're not going to win the battle, and you kind of get it. You're getting there, right? And it's a blow to your self-esteem, but that's a false sense of pride. Come out of this rejuvenated and regenerated. Come out of this as a, you know, new you, you know, spiritual growth. This is like change at a cellular level, right? This is like being reborn. The Death card is about being reborn as a totally different person. And the High Priestess is going to help you with that. She's going to give you the spells and the magic and that knowledge to move forward, you know, so that you can just, you know, listen, it's temporary, you know, false sense of pride. Yeah, self-esteem gets up, but we get it. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off and start all over again. Don't make me sing it now, Aries. And then we've got the moon, darling, and the moon sheds a light. This is so Mercury and the sun squaring Pluto, right, on the 9th. The light, the truth is coming out. Really, the deep, dark secrets. Now, the deep, dark secrets that we keep from ourselves, too. This is like personal growth time. That's what I'm seeing for you. With this Death card and the moon and the High Priestess, this is about the truth coming out. And you're not going to see the world in the same way again. You're going to be changed. You're going to really be regenerated from this whole experience. These energies coming in. And if you can look upon it as a personal growth and not fall into that, oh no, you know, I'm useless, I can't win, you know, and it's frustrating, and why me? That's this energy. Why me? Ah. No. Get out of this energy. It's not about why me. Yes, listen, sometimes it's like our pride, you know, it was like when I fell flat on my face the other day. Like 2 weeks ago, I said to my friend, I just fell flat on my face. I came out to my friend's apartment. I was wearing these big wedges, and it was in the middle of the night, and I just went boom, flat on my face, literally, in Midtown Manhattan. And I was texting my friend at the time, and I said, I just fell flat on my face. And she says, are you all right? And she says, are you okay? Are you all right? And I go, well, no, my ego's a little bruised. But that's it. That's this kind of, look, your ego's bruised. You got to laugh at it, you know, separate yourself from it. You know, we have these little setbacks. It's interesting because Saturn is the planet of lessons, right? And people don't like Saturn, but Saturn's good. It'll stop you in your tracks, right? It'll throw you on the floor. It'll make you so you can get back up and be very careful and focused about what you're doing instead of texting and walking, right? Which was what I was doing. So that's what Saturn is. It's like, listen, and Saturn is like, you know, when you're speeding and the cop pulls you over and you're like, oh God, I shouldn't have speed. It's about stopping you and making you do something better, making you think about things so that you move on methodically and strategically. This is a rebirth, right? Don't stay in this energy. Don't be the victim and, oh, woe is me and poor me. Nobody understands me. No. Just dust yourself up, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, laugh at yourself. Like, oh, bloody hell, here we go again. And then move on. Move on rejuvenated and regenerated. This is a rebirth, Aries. This is an amazing personal growth opportunity. And there's all this knowledge inside. Tap into that. Meditate, 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 because that's where you're going to tap into this energy. You'll come out with knowledge and self-awareness and this wonderful, because the light's going to be shone. We're going to see the truth in situations. You know, and we're going to be changed because of it forever. And we have the Ace of Coins, darling. Opportunity, money's coming in. This is really good. You've got the page and the ace. This is a really, look at all the jewels in that beautiful coin. This is like abundance. So, oh, and the Magician. You know, when the Magician comes in, it's saying, look, forget about this, right? You forget about this energy. The Five of Swords. Acceptance. This is acceptance. Accepting your limitations. Knowing when to quit. Cut your losses and move on. Keep it moving. This is rebirth, right? You're being reborn. And this is amazing because look at these opportunities. And the Magician is saying you have everything. You've got, look, you got all the, you're getting, look, this is like you've got all the tools. You can create the life that you desire. And guess what? She's going to help you too, the High Priestess. It's amazing. The High Priestess comes right after it comes right after the Magician. So you've got all this power. These are major arcanas, so they're life-changing, right? You've got four out of 7 major arcanas. There's a major change coming to you, but it's internal. It's definitely a spiritual awakening. I'm seeing self-growth, spiritual awakening. The truth is coming, wow, major changes, Aries. Really for the better. 4 major arcanas. And you've got this beautiful, beautiful abundance. Look, there's the Magician with that. You see? You're going to create this amazing life, abundant. It's going to be abundance for you. Beautiful. Look, this is a great week. But you really, I do see some changes. This could be this week. It could be going into next week. It's definitely a lot of change going on, but really good. Sometimes it doesn't feel so good when you're in the change, but this is 5. This is also, 5s mean change. Look, I'm getting embrace the change because it's amazing for you, Aries. Don't fight the change. Yeah, I'm getting that this is you've got to be the champion for change and really welcome it, because the death of something's finishing is going to open an amazing opportunity for something much more brilliant, more than you can even imagine. You can't even imagine the wonders that are coming for you. And you're going to create it yourself. It's going to happen for you. Aries, I'm so happy for you. I mean, listen, that doesn't feel so great sometimes, the 5 of Swords, but it's fleeting. And if you accept the change and you go with the flow, wonderful, brilliant things are happening for you. Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.
For a personal reading, please email Mary at liveinthesolution.com.